and welcome along to the second episode of Sonar TV's On the Ball with me, Chris Nightingale.
And me, James Ship.
Now this week we will be revisiting the recent success of Solent's basketball teams, catching up with local Olympic diver Pete Waterfield, and also we're going to be interviewing tennis captain Lee Nicholson.
But first, we start with the women's basketball semi-final. In the last show, we mentioned the side had been awarded a walkover victory after Swansea failed to field a team. So after a 2-week break, they were back in action against the University of Sussex, and here's the best of the match.
So a massive congratulations go to the team as they head to Sheffield on March the 17th to face either Birmingham or Newcastle in the final.
If they win the Cup, they could top off a perfect season as they won the Bucks South Western 1A League after beating Cardiff 69-48 the week before.
So now we move on, and with the Olympics coming to the UK in just a few months, we thought it was a good time to catch up with some local athletes heading to the Games.
Our first interview is with diver Peter Waterfield. He is Tom Daly's 10-metre synchronised partner and recently picked up bronze at the World Diving Championships in London. We caught up with him during his training session at the Keys Leisure Centre.
Pete, how reassuring is it to be winning medals just before the Olympic Games, say, like with your bronze the other day in the World Diving Champs?
Yeah, it gives you a big confidence boost. The main reason is because you know you're going to be up against the same people at the Olympics. So to be going to the World Cup in the home pool as well, in the London pool, gives us a big advantage. So, like I say, take a lot of confidence out of it, and yeah, look, it puts me in good stead for the game. You know, it's not a bad thing. Yeah. When I was younger, I always dreamt of going to an Olympic Games, and then I finally got to an Olympic Games in 2000, and I got fourth in that Olympic Games, and I never ever dreamt of getting a medal, and coming that close then gave me another dream that I wanted a medal now, and then in the next one in 2004 I went and got my medal, but I never ever dreamt of getting getting a home Olympics. So you know, now that's come around, that's like a dream come true anyway. So all of us, all of the athletes will be putting 100% into their sport, so that we can do as best as we can at a home Olympics. There's nowhere better to be able to say that, you know, I got my best result at a home Olympics, whether it be a medal or just a highest result we've got. So whoever it is, whether it's Tom, me, anybody, whoever's got this opportunity are going to be grabbing it with both hands.
Yeah. Is this going to be your final Olympics, or is there still a bit of life there?
Yeah, no, this will probably be my last one. Yeah. I'm not going to retire after it. I'll probably go on to another couple of years, maybe go set my goal as the next Commonwealth Games maybe, and then call it a day after that. But we'll see what happens. Never say never. I might be at another Olympics, but the way I'm, you know, London will be a good one to finish on.
So moving on, it's time to welcome our studio guest, and this week we have first team tennis captain Lee Nicholson. Lee, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for having me.
So how do you think your tennis season's been going so far?
Overall, I think it's been quite an inconsistent season for us. We've had a really good cup run, which I've been really impressed with. That's better than we've done in any years previous. But the league performances, we've been struggling a little bit. Had a few good wins and a few losses that we shouldn't. So I think overall, you know, pretty good season. I'm happy with we've gone, especially as we've got a slightly weaker team from last year.
So next week you've got obviously top of the table Bournemouth. How do you reckon you're going to do against them?
Yeah, well, we played them in the semi-final of the Cup on Wednesday and we lost 12-0. So it was a bit of a struggle. But you know, we had a few close games and the condition wasn't sort of in our favour on Wednesday playing in the wind and rain. So, you know, at home, indoors, I think we're going to enjoy it a little bit more and hopefully pick up a few results from that.
Cool, right. Cheers for all that, but now it's time to test your tennis knowledge, and this week you're going against our very own Shippy. So the first question is for Lee. What tennis player's last name means she who returns?
I'm going to go for Sharapova.
No, it's Martina Navratilova. So Shippy, you can take a 1-0 lead here. What 19-year-old became the youngest man to win the US Open tennis title in 1990?
Oh, no idea. Agassi?
Pete Sampras. Okay, back to Lee, this is going well. Who emerged from segregated Virginia, the Virginia courts, to win the 1968 US Open tennis title?
You get this, you can win. I haven't got absolute clue.
Arthur Ashe. So back to Shippy. What Grand Slam tennis tournament is held every January?
Every January. French Open?
The Australian Open. So back to Lee. Who was the first Russian tennis player to win a Grand Slam singles title in 1996?
Someone's got to get one. No, I have not got a clue.
It was Yevgeny Kafelnikov.
Come on.
Okay, so back to Shippy. So what Dutchman became in 1996 the first unseeded player since Boris Becker to win Wimbledon?
Dutchman, 96. No idea. Bert van Marwijk.
No, it was Richard Krajicek. So fourth question. What two players won all the US Open men's singles titles from 1978 through to 1984?
Two players. Boris Becker.
It was Jimmy Connors and John McEnroe.
You cannot be serious.
Yeah, I'm serious.
It was on the line.
Okay, so Shippy, here we go. So who was the first American male to win 3 straight Wimbledon titles?
Sampras.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's 1-0 Shippy.
1-0.
Okay, so your chance to equalise. What tennis star won 129 out of 130 matches during one stretch in the 1980s?
Boris Becker.
It was Navratilova again. So now it's with my honour, I
1-0.
present you the on-the-ball man of the match, and there's the prize.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Good contest.
Well played.
Cheers. Brilliant.
So before we go this week, there are some congratulations in order. Firstly to Sam Seals, who has just returned from Madeira at the RSX Windsurfing European Championships, where he finished 24th out of 53. He heads off to the World Championships in just over 2 weeks' time.
There's also a well done to Jack Healy, who is now the new Eastern Counties boxing champion at 67 kilograms. This puts him in the top 8 in the country.
Brilliant, so that's all for this week. Join us again soon when we'll be bringing you all the latest Solent University sporting news here on Sonar TV. Goodbye.
Goodbye.